Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for October 2021. I wanted to do like an extended October reading. Why not? It's like the spookiest month of the year. So let's do it. But we're going to take a look at your current general energies in this first row. We're going to look at any messages from your future self in your second row. We're going to look at anything unexpected that could be coming up for you in your third row. And then we're going to look at any advice from your guides in your last row here, Libra. You show up as yourself in this first row, which is pretty amazing. Whenever you show up as yourself, that puts you in a position of power and strength, especially if you're showing up somewhere like the beginning of the reading. So it says you're kind of coming in a very good position in this reading. So I like to see that for sure. Pretty much everybody has had the Justice card. And everybody has had, like, the Temperance card as well. Sometimes I think when we have these, like retrogrades, for example, for the first half of the month, more than half the month, we're going to be in Mercury retrograde. But retrogrades are a great time to, like, redo things. And the Justice Temperance energy makes sense as well because we can go back over like old projects and we can improve upon them. We can make them better. We can, try to get things to work. Like if there's something that hasn't been working in your life, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be your health, your wellness, your spirituality, whatever, your friendships, whatever. Like I said, it's a really good time to work on those things. So it doesn't really surprise me that pretty much everybody has had the Justice card and the Temperance card. They're both cards of kind of, going back and forth, trying to, make things kind of work. You start off with this Peace card here. I'm pretty sure you're like the second sign that has had this card this month. So it seems like it could just be, a peaceful time, a peaceful month. I don't know. I feel like by the time we get to the 18th, we're going to be feeling pretty good because, again, not only does Mercury move forward, but Jupiter also starts moving forward as well on the same day. So, the 18th and beyond could be a really good time. We could be feeling better. We could just feel more energetic. We could see results as well. If you've been working on anything, I keep getting something about healing here for you, Libra. So I feel like some of you have clearly been going through like a healing process or, this could also be more spiritual. But I feel like that's when you will kind of be seeing the results from that healing. You have the Justice card, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Cups here. I do feel like there could be new love coming in for you here, Libra, if you're looking for love. And, the Knight of Cups would be like a knight in shining armor that is coming in for you here. So if you're looking for love, this looks like a new person. Could be any sign. You literally have everything here, Libra. Could be Sagittarius stands out to me. Any of the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo stand out to me as well. It could be any sign, like I said. But, those are the signs that stand out to me. I find it interesting that you have the Wheel of Fortune and the World right here in the middle. Both cards have the fixed signs around them. So you could be working with very fixed energy as well at this time. But I feel that for a lot of you, this could be love that's coming in for you here. I do feel like there's some sort of fear, kind of like putting it all together. There's some sort of fear that needs to be overcome. It's like I'm looking at this Knight of Swords here, and he's running this way. Like he's running towards the past. This guy, he's like moving more towards the future, but he's like a little bit hesitant. He's not crossing the river that's in front of him here, Libra. I feel like for some of you, it's like you have a desire to do something and there could be some fears surrounding it. Even the Two of Wands is like, there's like an old way to read the Two of Wands, which is, I'll be happy when. So the Two of Wands can be one of those situations when we are saying to ourselves, I'll be happy when fill in the blank, when I have love. I'll be happy when I make $1 million. I'll be happy when, this person talks to me or whatever. The Two of Wands really asks you to be happy right now. So no matter what is going on, but it can be kind of like a little bit of looking for perfection. That is a way to read the Two of Wands. I personally don't usually read it that way, but that's what I'm feeling for you. To me, the Two of Wands is actually a good card. But, again, some people read it more as the I'll be happy when, X, Y, and Z happens. And I kind of feel that for you. And even the Five of Pentacles, again, feeling lack, this whole bottom row here. It's kind of like saying, it's like almost like you're missing something. Like I feel like you feel like you're missing something or that you're missing out on something, and when you're really not. And I feel this reading is asking you to focus on things that kind of will make you happy right now. And, that will bring in whatever it is whatever this is. And again, we're going to look at it. But I also feel like there's need to not like run away from something here. So let's clarify this. With the Justice card, you have the King of Cups. Definitely could be love coming in for you here. Wouldn't really surprise me. I mean, here's my thing about love. And, I'm cheating a little bit, Libra, but when I look at the astrology, I'm like, we're not going to, I think what people need to realize is it's like, we're not going to just get into a relationship in the future anymore. I think if we're going to be getting into relationships, it's going to be with people who are challenging. But I'm talking about positive relationships. So in this, mostly in love, but also in other relationships as well. It's like, it's almost like the universe is, I keep encouraging people to rest between now and the end of the year, because next year it's like we're not going to have those opportunities. I feel like the universe is like pedal to the metal starting next year. We'll start to speed up, things will start moving forward, and then things are going to get a lot faster. And what I mean by this is in love, for example, it's like you're going to be meeting people who cause you to grow. And especially the positive relationships, the ones that are positive are going to be the ones that maybe point something out in you that you don't like. So it's going to require some sort of growth to be with that person. You could be with a person that makes you feel, kind of vulnerable as well, but more in the sense that like maybe you're dating someone who's super attractive and the vulnerability that you could be feeling is the fact that they're super attractive. You could be afraid that they're going to, leave you or do whatever. You could be getting into a relationship that requires more communication than most relationships. But these are going to be the good relationships. The ones that are like just easy, those are going to be the ones that could be a little bit questionable. And that's kind of like what I feel for you here. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Death card here. So you're like the second sign where I feel like saying don't go back, And I don't mean don't go back to the past, but the Knight of Swords, I'm getting this, like a little bit of this checking energy where you're just like making sure that something is done, that you're done with something when you know that you're done with something with the Death card. I always say the King is dead on the Death card here. It's meant to represent the fact that, nothing is immune to death. Nothing is immune to transformation. And so I feel like it's kind of asking you to be comfortable with the transformation that you have gone through so far. And with the Knight of Cups, you have the Devil here. I would be careful of anything that you're stuck to from the past. Like I said, some of you, I'm wondering if this is you asking, like, are you ready to move away? Are you ready to let go of something? Because it's like once you let go of it, that means it's dead. That's like the feeling I get here, Libra. This is like a pretty significant growth reading, I would say, for you here. Sometimes these always give me, especially with that Two Wands. We could look at this Two Wands and say that he was like grabbing onto the back wand and he's grabbing onto the front wand, but it's like he has to let go of the back wand to have the whole entire world in his hands. So that's how I like to read the Two Wands. The Two of Wands kind of says, once you let go of what's already done and complete, this Two of Wands the second wand, it stands on its own. And it can say that once you let go of something, that's when you will have the whole world in your hands. And then boom, right here, Two Wands to the world in this diagonal. Pretty powerful stuff is what I'm going to say to you, Libra. Next, you have the Delight card here. This is showing up in the area of any messages from your future self. And I feel like your future self wants you to just enjoy the time. Enjoy the things that you're going through, no matter what, and try to find happiness even in the small things. And it reminds me, there have been times in my life where things were just absolutely trash, right? And, I think back on those times, and it's like, if I only knew that things would have gotten better, I probably would have been way more chill about those situations. Trust me, I've been through some stuff, right? And, what I'm saying here is like, there were a lot of things that I went through where I was like totally panicking at the time. But if I only knew that things would be okay, then I probably wouldn't have been so freaked out about everything all the time, right? And so I feel like sometimes cards like this are kind of like just saying, I truly believe the universe does not kind of, put anything in our path that we cannot handle. So, it's like whatever you're going through, I feel like you can handle it, and I feel like it's time to start looking for things to be happy about. You have the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Wands here. Definitely letting go of something here with the Two of Wands. I feel like you're letting go of maybe a certain type of person. Again, you're like the second or third sign that has had a message like this month, Libra. And again, to me, it makes sense with the astrology because I think next year we're going to see a lot of these changes where it's like if you're going for like the same old type of person that doesn't work, it's like it's not going to work. But if you kind of take a risk and maybe go towards the type of people who require you to, put more work into the relationship, who do whatever, those are going to be the better people to be with. And again, I'm not saying these people are going to require anything from you. I'm saying they put a lot of work in and you put balanced amount of work in, then it's going to go well, right? So we're talking about balance here. We're not talking about, like a person just requiring a bunch of work from you in a relationship. They're going to put the same amount in. And, again, that could be a little challenging because it's work. It's like you have to put the work in. You have to make it happen. I feel like your future self also wants you to kind of move towards what you love, like move towards your heart. Ace of Cups could definitely be a love offer, and I definitely feel there is clearly a love offer coming in for you here in this reading. But on top of that, I feel like your future self wants you to follow your heart, follow your bliss, because the Ace of Cups is something that causes you to overflow, that causes you to be filled with, joy. And it could be anything. It could be a hobby, a business, whatever. And the Wheel of Fortune is just saying, like, I feel like your future self is saying that by doing things that you love to do, you're going to be overflowing. You're going to be very happy. So let's see here, Libra, what is going on for you? I really feel like saying you're not scared anymore either is the words that are popping into my head. Even when you have this Queen of Pentacles here, the rabbit can represent abundance, but the rabbit can also represent like a nervous little animal, right? But she's not focused on the rabbit. She's focused on her pentacles. And I feel for some of you, I'm getting chills saying this. I feel like saying you're not scared anymore, Libra. That is like the whole point of this reading, and I like that a lot. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Eight of Wands. I do feel like there could be surprise communication coming in from a person. Could be a water sign, could be a Sagittarius, could be any sign. This is a general reading. But I do feel like there could be communication coming in as far as love is concerned with a person. And I feel like they're kind of like wanting to get together here. And especially, by the way, for those of you that have met someone through socializing, through friends, through social media, any of that stuff, I feel like that's where this love could be coming in from. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Two of Wands, taking the lead. The other meaning of the Two of Wands is to take the lead. He's taking the lead. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's leaving this village that's right down here on the card, Libra. So I feel for a lot of you, it's kind of like saying that you're being asked to take the lead on something. And with the Two of Wands, you have the Sun. Are you kidding me? A lot of happiness, a lot of success, a lot of good things coming in for you here, Libra. Like to see that. Definitely some celebrations coming in for you. But I really feel like the whole point of reading is you're not scared of something anymore. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this pathway card showing up. So I do feel that, like, after some sort of tower moment that you've already had, there is a pathway that is appearing for you. So it's like maybe you've kind of felt like you're out of answers. That's the feeling I get here with the tower. Is like sometimes I think we try to do something and we just bump up against so many obstacles. We're just like, there's nothing I can do. There's no way forward. I feel like what is unexpected is that kind of like a pathway is appearing in your life. You have the Tower, the World, and the Five of Pentacles here. I feel like it's super important that you focus on what you do have. Queen of Pentacles really is a card of resourcefulness here. And she focuses on what she does have. She doesn't focus on what she doesn't have, right? So I feel like your focus is going to be very important with this Five of Pentacles energy. And I do feel like you need to focus on the things that you do have in your life. I also feel that you're kind of like going through this transformation. I always say the world is like a birth. It is a card of completion and ending a cycle, but it's a card of like she is going through a portal here. She's inside of a portal. She's going through a transformation. So I feel like you are kind of like going through a transformation here, Libra. But this is like a new path opening up for you here. And it's probably something I feel that maybe you have kind of lost hope on, or that you have given up on almost. Yeah, with you have the Temperance card twice here with the Tower as well. Temperance is really about turning a negative into a positive, and that's kind of like what I feel for you. It's like you could have experienced Tower moments or a Tower moment, but it's like there's some sort of change going on here, and that's what's opening up this path or a transformation. With the World, you have the Hermit. You've been looking for answers in your life. The Hermit is about going through like a dark night of the soul and going through something difficult and kind of coming out the other side. So I kind of feel like you're coming out the other side here. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Four of Swords here. Remember what I said about healing at the beginning of the reading? I feel like it's super important that people kind of like take time to heal and all that other stuff here, especially with the Four of Swords. Next, for any advice from your guides, you have the Brown Bear Spirit. This card says, take time out like I said at the beginning of the reading, really good time for healing, resting, relaxing, recovering. Sorry, they're mowing. I didn't even realize that they were going to be mowing today, so I apologize for the noise. But Libra, I feel for a lot of you that there's going to be, some kind of a need for you to heal, rest, relax, recover, all that other good stuff with the brown bear spirit, like I was saying at the beginning of the reading. Because again, once we get into like 2022, it's like things are going to be, pedal to the metal. Things are going to be speeding up, getting faster. We're going to have to like work harder. But, at the same time, here's the thing, is that we have the Temperance card here. Temperance is an exchange of energy. The angel is pouring water between two cups. It's like if you're working hard, then you'll also be playing hard with the Temperance card, or it says you should be at the very least. And it also says you might be working hard, but we're kind of entering into a time where I believe, we might be working hard, but the energy is going to be returned to us very quickly. So it's not like you're burning yourself out. Like if you're doing something that is filling you back up, then there's really nothing wrong with working hard, because you're always going to be full of energy. You have the Temperance card, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Swords here. I feel like you're saying you're not scared anymore. Like I said, your guides are definitely, I feel like your guides are kind of backing you up on that, especially with this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're more willing to take calculated risks, and I feel like you're more focused on kind of like what you do have, not only this month, but like in the near future as well. I feel like this is going to lead to some like very straightforward decisions that are going to, and those decisions are going to lead to, like a lot of success is what I would say to you here, Libra. Let's see. With the Temperance card, you have the Page of Wands. Definitely a new adventure. Definitely feel like this could be a Sagittarius coming in for you if you're looking for love. But Page of Wands is an adventure. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Fool. Like I said, I feel like you're ready. I mean, it makes perfect sense. The Fool, he's the beginning of the Major Arcana. The World is the end of the Major Arcana. The Fool is about to take a leap of faith to start his journey. He goes through the entire Major Arcana. He makes it to the World, and he starts all over again. So it's like we're always kind of like in this mode of taking a leap of faith. But I feel like you're not afraid to take a leap of faith is the more important thing. With the King of Swords, you have the Five of Wands here. The Five of Wands is a card of learning, so I do feel like you're kind of like learning through, or you have learned through the conflicts that you've been through in the past. A pretty good reading here, Libra. I feel in a lot of ways that you are just, it's kind of like one of those readings where it's just saying you're making a lot of progress because I feel like you're not afraid to make progress at this time. So, love it. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards here, Libra, and that'll be that. So we're going to do 1, 2, and 3 right here, Libra. Feel free to pause the reading if you need time to think of your questions. If you don't have questions, that's fine too. I'm just going to put them all together at the end. But 1, 2, and 3, feel free to pause if you need to. For question number 1, I would say yes, Page of Pentacles. Definitely, I feel good news coming in here as well. I feel like whatever you're asking about, it's like you're hoping for good news, and there is good news coming in. For question number 3, I would say yes. You need to answer the call. I mean, this whole entire reading is like a wake-up call. We have 2 cards here that are like portals, the World and the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Tower. Definitely major wake-up call vibes. So I feel like you're answering a calling here. And for question number 3, I would say no. I feel like this is like something distracting is what I feel. So I'd say question number 3 is a no. Putting it all together, I feel like you're just like on this path where maybe you don't know where you're going, but I feel like you have something to focus on. The Queen of Pentacles is kind of like a why, It's like she's not afraid anymore because she has a reason to do something. It's like, that's what I feel like for some people. It's like if you want to start a business, all big business people say you have to have a why. There has to be a reason why you're doing something because that's what will motivate you and make you successful. So I feel for a lot of you, that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting off your reading, is it's like there is a reason for you to be doing things. Same thing in love as well. It's like I feel like if you're looking for love, maybe you have finally discovered the reason for love, and because of that, it's like you have something you can focus on, which removes the fear. So pretty powerful stuff, Libra. I love this reading for you. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.